Hey guys, what's going on? So it's been a little while, and let me explain why. My computer was pretty much just like not working properly for some reason. Every time I try and upload or import anything, the program would crash. So I didn't really know what to do. So I just kind of tinkered with things, and eventually it stopped. So now I'm back to normal, and things should be working. But I'm just like kind of getting over a cold. So um, excuse me if I sound kind of different. So in that time, a lot has pretty much changed. So we've got, I think, three more 99s since I got fletching, crafting, and cooking to 99. So that's kind of nice, and it's good to get them out of the way. They're not like really particularly hard 99s or anything, but they are 99s, and I have to get them too. So they are out of the way and done with. Next will probably be fishing, but pretty much it's just a couple levels here and there for most of my stats. Um, I had that 2,400 total goal by the end of the year, and I ended up meeting it. I ended up at 2,407 by the end of the year, and then so since then I've only gotten 16 levels, and the reason for that is that I've pretty much just been PVMing pretty consistently. I haven't been doing a whole ton of skilling, and I mean it's worked kind of nicely for me at the moment though, because I've been making quite a bit of money. So let's take a look at the bank, and we can kind of see the fruit of my labors there. So you guys probably recognize this as being the same like trash that I had in the last video. But I did try and organize it a little bit better for this video. So here's where we start to get into things that are a little bit better organized. Basically just bolts and different stuff like that, even though like the only ones I really use are these royal bolts and the Taskmaster set, um, the Slayer Helm, Void, Gano, Auras, and then you get into the bulk of the bank where I have pretty much everything that I actually use the majority of the time. So, full Torva, the full Pernix, the Zarite Bow, full Virtus, and the Virtus Wand and Virtus Book. And then you've got the three spirit shields. Well, the three spirit shields worth having, that is. The Glacor boots and the white party hat, which is one of my recent acquisitions. And this has been like the number one item I've wanted since I started playing. So it was really nice to finally meet that goal and be able to get it. So I'm proud of myself there. So that's a nice little thing to have. And then the dry gore rapiers, which pretty much have destroyed the combat triangle in like every instance. They worked so hard and like they did so much to balance the combat triangle, and then they release a weapon that pretty much just defeats the combat triangle again. I don't understand what they were thinking there. But yeah, no, these like you can own majors, you can own rangers, you can own other meleeers. Like these, just the accuracy on them is so high that they just it doesn't matter what the person's weakness is, it will destroy them. And same thing for PVM. It's kind of ridiculous to be honest. Then you got imbued rings. Only one I really use is the Onyx. Dominion Tower gloves. I don't really use these that often. I tend to use the next sets. Um, excuse me. And to be honest, uh, I think these are probably going to be outdated pretty quickly here because there's supposed to be that Grandmaster quest coming out that's going to be releasing level 85 gloves, and that's like within the next couple weeks here. Then we get into the Chaotix, which are uh, most of them I don't really use very often. I only use like the maul and the crossbows, and once in a while I use the staff. I kind of tend to use wands more now though. And then you get into the hybrid gear because I am in a Soul Wars clan, so hybrid gear is the way to go for mini games, and it pretty much owns. I need to get one more Vanguard helm and one more Vanguard boot so then I can have like all the placeholders. And Dragon Bone, that was like 90 something mil when I got it. And Cannon, just pretty much for Slayer. The Royal Crossbow, the thing is so overpowered. Dark Bow is just useless. Master Wand, pretty much useless as well. Abyssal Whipvine, like, oh my god, like, what were they thinking? They just had, like, updated this. They just updated the whip, made it, like, beastly. They gave, like, the, like, complete, like, overhaul to the whip, pretty much, with this Vine Whip. And it just, like, got destroyed with the evolution of combat. Now all it does is give like a 40 damage boost. That's useless. I don't know. It's just kind of stupid. And the only reason to even use a whip is if you don't have chaotics. If you have chaotics, you're just better off using the chaotics. The whip's a little bit faster, but like attack speed just doesn't matter that much unless you're using momentum, which like most people like realize that momentum's just like not really worth using. You just can't put up the same kind of damage that you would otherwise, which is just kind of stupid. I don't understand. Like, there really is no going back to the old system by using momentum. People, they tried to be like, yeah, okay, well, if you want the old system, you can just use momentum. No, you really can't, because you're still going to get owned way easier, because it's way harder to use momentum and succeed than it is to use abilities. But otherwise, you've just got pretty much a bunch of stuff that I don't really use that much, except for maybe this and this. And, well, the capes I use, but I mean, capes got pretty destroyed too with the evolution of combat. Um, then you got Lucky Dragon Plate Body and Lucky Zamrock God Sword. Got kind of lucky and was able to get both of those. Runes, teleports, and staffs, pots and herbs and different like secondaries, summoning tab, food, skilling tab where I have 99 smithing, 99 construction, and 99 farming bot in here, along with just like a bunch of random like skilling type things. Then this is just kind of my like fun tab, like where I keep like my kind of lesser drops and just like things from Slayer and from just PVMing that isn't necessarily like God Wars Dungeon, and not like I won't keep like Glacor boots here, and I won't keep like these are the items I'm not planning on really using after I get them as a drop, if that makes sense. Like these are just pretty much just there, and except for these, like I do use the, well, I haven't used this set yet, but I do use these, and then I just bought these because they were cheap, and I'm really thinking that they're going to go up eventually. Capes and just kind of like cosmetic stuff that I don't really wear, and then the God Wars Dungeon tab, which is kind of my newest goal. I'm trying to get 2 of every single God Wars Dungeon item. I'm done with Bandos, getting close on Arma, and then I can finally start on Zami. And, well, I've already got like parts of Zami done with, but I still, for the most part, I have to get pretty much everything still. And same thing with Sara, I have to get most of it still. I don't even have a Sara God Sword. But yeah, so it's kind of depressing when you get these drops though. Like when you see how little they're worth, it's like you get like a Bandos War Shield drop, and you see it on the ground. It's like, yay! You're not even sure like if it's a good drop or not. It's like worth like 1 mil. It's like, what the hell? I just got a Bandos drop and it's worth 1 mil. Like, what a ripoff. I mean, I guess it's the old Bandos boots drop now, but I mean, it's just like, what the hell? Like, you just feel so stolen from when you like get a 1 mil drop at God Wars Dungeon. But then again, God Wars Dungeon is just stupidly easy now, and they're so inflated right now. Like, there's so many of them. There's way more God Wars Dungeon drops out there than there are like people that want them, and I mean, part of that being because so many people quit. I mean, there's probably close to 100,000 people quit, and you're left with 50,000 bots, like 20,000 real players, and 10,000 free-to-play players. So it's like, okay, well, 20,000 of those actually want these drops, and of those, most of them already have them. And of all of those, just about everyone can go just do Bandos and get the drops for themselves because it's stupidly easy now. I don't know, and there's really no way to lose your items anymore, which kind of bothers me. Like, no items leave the game anymore. You can't, like, nobody goes into the wilderness and dies. Nobody dies at any bosses anymore because they're all stupidly easy. And when you do, it's so easy to get back to them so you just get your stuff back and it's no worry. But I don't know. I think they need to like release maybe a mini game or something where like you just lose your stuff on death. Like the second you die, you just lose all your stuff. It's just gone. Like not necessarily like somebody else gets to pick it up, but like it's just gone. And I mean, if the rewards are worth it, people will do the mini game. But if it's just like if it's something like the whole what the hell was the bounty hunter thing that they did? What I can't remember what it's called. That thing lasted for like a whole week. It was like so bad, and all that came out of it was a bunch of glitches. It was terrible. It was so bad. But yeah, like people just like didn't want to do that. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a PKing thing, but I mean I do agree. I think they need to bring some sort of like PKing back into this game because they killed the entire PKing community, which was like a big portion of the game, and it's kind of sad to see it go. And other than that, I mean other ways, maybe like doing some sort of thing with the GE. I mean they have the Grand Exchange. They probably have the ability to just get rid of items when they are sold in the GE, like just give the people the cash for them and just have the actual item be gone. Like for me, like one in every five or something like that. I think Rune Shark suggested that. I don't know how hard that would really be, but it's. I mean, I think there's ways of doing it. I mean, anything that they do, I'm sure somebody's gonna abuse it and somebody's gonna complain about it. So there's really not any perfect solution, but I think they need to try and do something as far as like all these drops just being over, but like, and they've buffed Bandos like 3 or 4 times, and it's just like still stupidly easy. So I don't know, like, as much as they say that yeah we're doing stuff, it's like no, are you really doing anything significant though? Like what are you buffing Bandos? Like how are you buffing him? Because he still doesn't do anything to me. Like I can go to Bandos and not get hit at all. But anyway, guys, that's just kind of where I'm at, and hopefully you enjoyed. I should be having more videos coming out on the regular now. I'm probably gonna try and get like maybe one video a day for the lack of videos in the past couple of weeks. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Go ahead and add me if you haven't already, and subscribe if you want. I'd really appreciate it. And peace out.